everyone. Good morning. God morgon. We will be doing this first session in English, since we have a lot of English-speaking people in the audience. Do we have any English-speaking people? Otherwise, we will be switching to Swedish. Okay, good. I'm glad you're there. Welcome, everyone, to the Social Innovation Summit 2015. We are very excited to see you all. How are you all doing? I can barely see you. Can we have some more light on the audience so I can just see? Yeah, that's so much nicer when you stand up here and you just look at the dark spot out there. Hi, everyone, and thank you for being here with us today. The interest and the love that you've shown for this conference has just blown us away. So thank you for taking the time to be here with us today and hopefully tomorrow. Also, I wanted to just thank also some other people. We have a lot of sponsors and a lot of co-hosts that have made it possible for us to be here today. So let's give them all an applause. Okay, before we get started with our very exciting program, I would like to just go through a couple of practical things. First of all, I'm Trine. Good to see you all. I will be your host during these 2 days. You will be meeting lots of other amazing moderators, but I will still be your one and only queen host in here during the speaking, the keynote speaking. And I just, on a personal note, I want to say that I am so grateful to be given this role. I truly, sincerely believe that up here on this stage and out there in this audience are the people that I have the greatest faith in making this world a better place. So I'm truly honored to be a part of this during these 2 days. Also, should we, on a completely different note, I have been instructed to tell you that should we have to evacuate this room, please just note that there are some exit doors and which one is the closest one to you so that we have all that straightened out. And there's also an evacuation plan that has been posted throughout the building. And when it comes to technology, let me just remind you, wasn't there a slide for that? No? Oh. When it comes to technology, let me remind you that there is actually a web or a mobile version of the program, which is kind of neat, so you can follow all the activities and if there are any current updates and so forth. You should also know that we will be live streaming, so if there are any of your friends or colleagues who are not able to be here today, let them know that we're live streaming on Bamboozer so that they can follow the conference together with us. And we also have a hashtag, it's SISummit15. And in case you need to access the Wi-Fi here, there's a Wi-Fi called Bredband2, and you log in as guest, and you have a password that's also guest. So, having said all that, I would like to introduce to you two incredible human beings who are representing a larger team of all the amazing people who have actually put this conference together. So please welcome Charlotte Ahlgren Moritz, who is the Pro-Vice Chancellor at Malmö University and also the Chairman of Mötesplats Innovations Mötesplats Summit Innovation, also in English called Forum for Social Innovation Sweden. And with us, we also have Hanna, Sigsjö, who is the director of MSI. I'm going to say MSI. Is that okay? Yes, fine. Good. All right. Now we get started kind of quick here, so maybe together we can sort of just breathe and look at this audience. Doesn't that feel nice that you've worked so hard and they all came?
It's fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you, all of you.
I think that is so that it really, you deserve that, because we have so many important things that we want to go through here. But could you even, I mean, how does it feel to be here?
It feels fantastic, and you know, when we started to discuss around having an annual Nordic meeting place, when we started to discuss that at Forum for Social Innovation Sweden, you know, we knew that innovation for social impact is key to build a sustainable society, a society that is that locally can cope with global challenges. But as you also know, it's really difficult to predict the future, if not impossible to predict the future. And little did we know at the time the wave of refugees coming over Europe, and lots of them aiming for Sweden. And the latest prognosis from the Swedish authorities is actually that this year we will receive around 150,000 refugees to Sweden. And here in the city of Malmö is one of the first ports where the refugees arrive. And this will be an enormous, and is an enormous challenge to the Swedish society and to the city of Malmö. So if we felt that Social Innovation Summit was important before, we now feel, that it's even more important that we have all gathered here today. We think that a place like this, where we can have meetings, cross-sector, cross-borders, is so important. And we are really, really grateful to all of you delegates here, to our speakers and to our partners for making this happen today. So thank you all.
Thank you. Now, Hanna, could you dream that there would be this many in the audience? Or did you even dare to imagine that that was going to happen?
I guess we couldn't dream of that. But at the same time, I think that it really shows the importance of really addressing these questions in the society today. And I must say that we are overwhelmed. And we also feel that it's such a privilege that all of you have decided to join us for these 2 great days that we will actually create together. And that's really important for these summits. We are creating together. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of things will happen during these 2 days. I just want to straighten out, because I keep getting confused about all these Mötesplats social innovation, and then there's Forum social innovation. That's the Swedish and the English version of it.
Yes, it is.
Hanna, can you tell me just what MSI is all about and what role you play?
Of course I can. Forum for Social Innovation Sweden, it's a national gathering knowledge hub for all sectors. And Malmö University is our host. And we have some really great partners in the city of Malmö and Region Skåne. That means so much to us. And looking at the role that we are playing, it's very much to really obtain, to develop, to share knowledge in the field, but also being a coordinator and a catalyst for new solutions, and also raising important questions for the development of the field. That's important for us. And we think it means a lot to gather sectors, gather actors, citizens, to really build capacity and to build conditions together for innovations so that we can reach an inclusive and sustainable society. That means a lot to us.
Great. Now, if you were in the audience and you wanted to get the absolute most out of this conference, what would you do?
I would do a lot. I would just sort of pop in to the summit and really create the best of it. But what we want to do is to, together with all of you, really create this arena of possibilities for the development of this branch, if you want, that is really growing in Sweden, in the Nordic countries, and we want to do this together with all our international friends. And we have put together a program with some of the themes and areas that we have met a demand for new knowledge, but also a possibility to really share some good ideas. And today we will start setting the scene, addressing some of the important issues in the field, and tomorrow we will really dig into some concrete examples, doing workshops together, and so on. And we will end the summit with a keynote with the Swedish Minister for Public Administration, Ardalan Shekarabi, and a panel on how we can actually build a broad movement of innovation across sectors, because that means so much, we think. And also, I think that you have all already had the opportunity to be a part of the Summit Saloon, and that's where things are really happening. And it's a great sharing space for all of us here, where you can, for example, pop your story, your innovation in the pop-up hub. And you can also be a part of really creating, gathering hundreds social innovations that we will start here these 2 days. And if you like dancing, at lunchtime there will be
yeah, this is
what
where
do
you
you
start
call it?
dancing, Hanna.
What do you call it?
A disco or
Yeah,
no?
a disco. Yeah, a disco at lunchtime. And there will also be a great possibility for entrepreneurs, for investors, for intermediaries to meet at lunch today. So we will really ask you, if you feel that's important, to really be a part of that meeting. So I guess there are a lot of possibilities for each and one of us, but I think the most important, as I said in the beginning, that this is some of the content, some of the possibilities, but the most important of all is that we have gathered here 600 fabulous individuals for creating Social Innovation Summit together, and that's most important of all.
Yes.
So let's get started.
Yeah,
I guess.
No, I have lots of other things I need to go through here. Because, like we mentioned before, we have different co-hosts. And throughout the day, there will be the keynote speaking in here, and then there'll be parallel tracks that you can choose from. One of those tracks is actually hosted by the city of Malmö, or what we call Care of Malmö, right? And I would like to just invite Lena Eriksson to the stage. Hi Lena.
Hi.
You are hållbarhetsstrateg. How do I translate that?
Sustainability strategist in the city of Malmö.
Good, that wasn't that difficult actually. Lena, tell us about your track. Why should we choose your Care of Malmö track?
First, I just want to sort of mimic Trine and say, wow, look at you. There's so many of you, and so few of us. I don't know if it's going to manage, but yeah, I work for the city of Malmö, and I work with the innovation platform Malmö Southeast, and we're in charge of one part of the conference called Care of Stad or Care of City. And the innovation platform brings together creative people from universities, the business world, the city administration as well, and also NGOs and citizens to develop solutions to benefit the sustainable city. And we use the physical regeneration of the Million Home programs from the 60s and 70s as our innovation arena, our test bed. Because we truly believe that there are solutions out there that can both bring about a socioeconomic change, but also benefit and make us reach our long-term environmental goals. And this year, we're really delighted to be part of the Social Innovation Summit because we feel we have so much in common. We're going to have some awesome sessions out here, and we're going to have some awesome speakers, but you will also find us here in the salon, where you can do a proper workout with Träningsparken, so you can sort of write this off as sort of health benefit when you talk to your boss later, and you're going to report what you learned. So all the costs can go on healthcare. You can also meet Göran, a very interesting man who built this city, and you may have some suggestions on how we can change things in the future. So yet again, a big welcome.
Thank you, Lena. And also, lots of love to Lena. Also, throughout the conference, you might see some younger, cooler, next-generation social innovators, and they will be with us during the keynote, but then they sort of disappear. And that's because they have their own conference within the conference. So with us now is Raluca, who is from the Swedish Agency for Youth and Civil Society. Welcome, Raluca. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning, dear guests. Maybe I should start by saying that I'm not from the Swedish Agency for Civil Society.
That's
but
true.
I'm definitely involved in the conference that the agency is hosting here in Malmö. My name is Raluca Diroescu, and I work for the Salto Youth Participation Resource Center that is based in Brussels, Belgium. And that together with the Swedish Agency for Civil Society, that is also the national agency for the European Union's Erasmus Plus program, we are together organizing this parallel conference that is happening here at the same place, at the same time, in cooperation with MSI. We are, let's say, the younger brother, because we have 100 participants that are attending our conference that is called Towards Collaborative Practice, European Conference for Youth Work, Social Innovation and Enterprise. These 100 participants that are here in the room with you all are coming from 21 European countries. This conference is organized, as I said, by the Swedish Erasmus Plus National Agency in cooperation with Salto Youth Participation Resource Center from Brussels, but also in cooperation with a consortium of 10 other Erasmus Plus national agencies. Just for your information, some of you might be familiar with the famous Erasmus Student Exchange Program. There is the follower of that program now at the European level that is called Erasmus Plus, and that is focusing on education, training, youth and sports. So Salto Youth Participation together with the national agencies are the main implementing bodies of this European program in Europe together with the European Commission. So we also think that social innovation and entrepreneurship is very important, and therefore we have organized this conference putting an emphasis on the contribution that youth workers and the non-formal learning sector brings to supporting social entrepreneurship and innovation in Europe. We also believe that working cross-sector is very important to advance work and to make better projects and more innovative projects, and therefore we have decided to cooperate with the forum, with the Summit for Social Innovation. So I wish you all an inspiring and great event. Please make the most of it, and I'm looking forward to meeting you all, if possible. Enjoy.
Thank you, Raluca. I'm so glad you explained all that. Perfect. Okay, now Charlotte and Hanna, if you could have your way, what would you like us to take with us when we leave this conference today and tomorrow?
Well, before, can I just say something?
Absolutely.
I will be quick. It's a fantastic team in collaboration with our partners that has put this conference together, and Hanna is heading this team. And you can imagine the amount of work that they have put into making this conference what it is right now and what is going to be during the couple of days coming. So I think we should give a warm hand of applause to this team.
Mm. And then, what would you like us to take
please
with us?
Yeah, what do you take home?
Yes.
Yes. I guess an idea about what social innovation is, or can be at least, and new knowledge, a lot of inspiration, I hope, and a lot of new contacts. Maybe you're bringing some questions here, and then I hope you will get some answers to those questions. But I also hope that you will get new questions with you back home. And I think as well, really a sense of being able to make a difference. I hope you will bring that.
Yeah, and my hope for and vision, as you maybe heard when I started out, is that this is going to be an annual event and it will grow. And when you leave here tomorrow after 2 fantastic days, I hope that you have already decided to come back next year. And on top of that, I hope that you also have decided that you will influence and impact the content of the program. So that is what I hope will happen, that we make a great conference together this year and that you will come back next year.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to the two of you
Thank
and the
you.
three of you, and we will be seeing a lot more to you. And